back to another episode of CALCIO Chronicles. I'm Rad, your football-spirited language coach. And as always, I'm here with my brilliant co-host, Italy's top football analyst, Massimo Caputi.
Hi, Shaders. Nice to see you. Welcome to everybody. We have a lot of questions for speaking today.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome back, Massimo, to the show, and happy birthday, because today is your birthday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, so I know that you have a lot of celebrations to do today, but before, let's get to talk about what happened in the 14th round of Serie A, as you mentioned, with lots of news. So let's get to it. Okay, Massimo, so the 14th round of Serie A has come to an end, and Inter responds to Juventus and returns to the top of Serie A with a stunning victory against Napoli. Now, as the dust settles, it seems that the Serie A title race is literally down to only a duel between Inter and Juventus. Now, can you tell us, how did we get here?
But the standings says these two teams, Inter and Juventus, for the title. And if there are not surprise in the next, I believe that the competition will be between Inter and Juventus. Inter and Juventus have identity, solidity, quality, and so than the other, then have some problems. And I repeat, for me, the title will be a fight between these two teams.
Okay, now we have another big club that we were talking about and their struggle, Milan. I would like to talk about them because they have failed to win 2 of their last 4 games against newly promoted sides in Serie A. And last week we discussed about their struggles. What are your thoughts about Milan, and can they just return to the top, or do you think they're struggling?
No, the victory of Milan has been very, very important. The reaction has been hard and very important for the club, the team, and also for the manager. And I don't think that Milan could to fight against Inter and Juventus, but the victory is a good jump for the fight in the Champions League position, and is very important also the next match against Atalanta. But the answers of the players are being important because Milan has a lot of players injured, and so the victory has been important for not only for the standings but also for the feeling of the team.
Yeah, now Atalanta, as you mentioned, their next match is going to be with Atalanta, and Atalanta is coming from a 3-0 loss with Torino, so they would also have all the hunger basically to bounce back again, and so that makes it tougher for Milan.
I am not surprised for the defeat because all team can lose against Torino if Torino play well, but the final result 3-0 is big, and so is the 4th defeats in 5 matches for Atalanta, and so is an alarm for Gasperini and for Atalanta.
Yeah. Now, talking about defeats, I can't mention Napoli, and they are coming from 2 very big defeats, one with Real Madrid and the other one, of course, the one against Inter. And it looks like they're struggling with their defense. Do you think, is this the end of their Serie A title dream for Napoli, or do you think they would have a chance in the next rounds?
my opinion is that Napoli have to think only about the Champions League position this year, and it's very difficult to fight, to struggle for the title, because Inter, Juventus are stronger than the other, when we said before, and so Napoli is improving now than the past with Garcia, but at the moment the results are not so nice. But
Not so promising, yeah.
yeah, and so for me, Napoli will fight for the Champions League position, but in this moment in Serie A we have a strange situation, because we have 6 teams in 5 points, and so Napoli can improve, and but at the same time, Napoli have to pay attention for Roma, Bologna, Fiorentina, Lazio, and also Atalanta.
Yeah, and their next match is also going to be against Juventus, so it's not going to be easy, is it? It's going to be harder and harder.
Yeah, the calendar for Napoli is very hard. Inter, Atalanta, Real Madrid, Inter, and now Juventus, and so is very, very hard. But it's important to see the reaction of the team, and I believe also with Osimhen in good shape, the situation could change.
Okay. Well, we're going to see what they're going to do in the next round. Okay, now talking about the matches, that we had a lot of controversies this round again, around the decisions of the referees and VAR, and that's what I would like to talk about next. Shall we get to that?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Massimo. So usually we have at the end of all of the matches, we see so many of the coaches that they speak about the decisions of the referees, and there are always some controversies, around VAR and all these things. But this time we had actually Mourinho that he expressed his concerns, but not after, but ahead of the match with Sassuolo. What are your thoughts about this?
But Mourinho always is a particular man, and I believe this is a genius, because the capacity of Mourinho is that he can surprise every time, in before or after. In this occasion, the press conference of Mourinho has been amazing, because he attacked the referee before. He attacks Berardi, and also at the end of the match he spoke in Portuguese, and it's amazing.
Why do you think he did that? Is it like something? Did he do it on purpose? Okay. What are the reasons behind it, do you think?
Mourinho is a person that divided the people, or okay, like or not like. I don't want to speak about the content, because obviously it is very particular to speak against the referee before. But at the end, the referee Mercenaro did a great job, because all decisions were good, and so at the end is okay, but we have now an investigation for the Italian Federation around Mourinho for these arguments for his speaking, and so we in Italy always we speak about the referee, the decision of referee, especially after.
Yeah.
And in this week, in this last round, Bologna, Napoli, Roma, and so Lazio, Cagliari against Lazio. So for me, the big difficulty in this moment is with the VAR. Sometimes the decision in the same episodes are different. And so this is the big problem. It's impossible to have the same decision. I understand it's no easy to decide for in football, but the big job is this: more equality in the decision in the different matches, but in the same episodes.
Okay. No. I definitely agree with that. Okay. So as you said, they're doing an investigation around what Mourinho said.
Mourinho also investigation for Motta, the manager of Bologna, because spoke of the referee and the VAR, the man of the VAR, Nasca. And so it's not the first time, and because it's in the history of Italian football.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see where do these investigations will lead. And maybe we can have like an update about it in our next episode, if there would be any news about it. So next I would like to just speak about the next round previews, but this week with a difference that because it's also your birthday, and I don't want to keep you for long here. I would like to just focus on the big matches of round 15. Shall we get to that?
Okay, perfect.
Yes, perfect. Okay, welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, this week we're going to only focus on the big matches of round 15. So first, of course, we're going to start with the first match, which is Juventus versus Napoli, which is going to be like a clash of titans. Basically, Juventus currently is sitting at number 2 in the table and is riding high with 33 points. Meanwhile, Napoli at number 5 is looking to make their mark with 24 points. In the last 3 matches, Juventus showcased their dominance with victories, including a standout 2-1 against Cagliari and a 1-1 draw against Inter. Their home form has been nothing short of spectacular, remaining undefeated in 5 of the last 6 Serie A matches at the Allianz Stadium. On the flip side, Napoli, with only 1 win in their last 3 games, is hungry for, of course, redemption. Despite a hiccup against Inter and Real Madrid, they've displayed strength with 4 wins in 6 away matches, remaining undefeated and drawing twice. Now, delving into the stats, Juventus have been a fortress at home, not losing 22 of the last 24 matches and maintaining an impressive record in their recent encounters. Napoli, on the other hand, is stronger on the net. So they scored 25 of their last 27 matches and a clinching victory in 5 of the last 6 away games. So considering all these stats and what we were speaking about earlier, Massimo, what are your previews and ideas about this upcoming big match?
It's a tough match for both teams because are too important, the final result for the standing for Juventus, but also for Napoli, because if lose other points, the other teams can go up. And so is a two different style of football. The the defensive phase of Juventus is very strong, not at the same the Napoli face defense, because one of the most problem of Napoli in this season, in this particular moment, is the defense is not so strong. And Juventus, we know that have also important forwards, and as Vlahovic, as Chiesa, but also on the bench, Milik, an ex-player of Napoli, or Kane. And so Allegri has a lot of solution, play a defensive football, but when the team has the opportunity, is very strong, the capacity for scoring. And at the same times, I am waiting, and I believe in a reaction of Napoli team, especially with Osimhen. At the end, my suggestion, my prediction is a draw.
A draw. Okay. Well, and if one of them would win, which one would you go for?
Juventus, maybe.
Juventus. Okay, that's brilliant. It's going to definitely be a very, very entertaining, tough match to watch. So that is for sure. That we know 100%. Okay, now, next up, we have a thrilling clash between Atalanta and Milan. Now, Massimo, considering Atalanta's not so strong home form and their ambition to secure a top four finish, and the recent performances of Milan, and also, as well, besides their wins, but also their struggles, do you think that Milan can capitalize on this and secure a crucial away win, or do you think that Atalanta would have a chance against Milan?
But for Atalanta, it's not a good moment, 4 defeats in 5 games.
Exactly.
And also isn't a problem the injury of Scamacca. And so the solution in forward for Gasperini are few. At the same time, Milan, with the last victory for me, took a good feeling. The demonstration that also in difficulties, Milan can have reaction, can have to play well.
They can win anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Even if they're struggling,
And I am surprised for the defeats of Atalanta in this last period. But in this case, it's very important, don't lose. And also in this match, the probable result could be a draw. But I think that Milan can win.
I agree with you on this, because I think that Milan showed character in their last match and victory. So very probably, I think they're going to
and
win
also it's
here as
important
well.
one thing. Around the Milan, around the manager, there are a lot of rumors, no?
Mhm.
But manager Pioli and the team is a unit.
United.
United. This is important.
Okay, so do you think all these rumors and gossips that we always have them in football, do you think they can have like a negative impact on their team's mentality and mindset?
No, no, because the result and the last match demonstrated that the feeling between manager and team is solid, and are united.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I look forward to this match as well, and we'll see what will happen with Atalanta if they're gonna have another loss, or as it's football, you never know. They might even bounce back. Well, next up in the Serie A spotlight and the big match of this round, we're going to have AS Roma that takes on Fiorentina in a clash that could define their Champions League ambitions. Now, Roma's recent comeback win against Sassuolo has them eyeing that top four spot in Serie A. But Fiorentina is also breathing down their necks, so just a point behind. So just behind them. Now, considering Roma's unbeaten run and Fiorentina's recent struggles, how do you see this match playing out?
It's an interesting match, an important match for both, for the standings and also for because can demonstrate the real ambitions of the team, of two teams. Roma, Europa League apart, is in a good shape because win against Sassuolo, but also before won some important matches, and the feeling of the team is good, especially when the team play in the Olympic Stadium with the fan. But Fiorentina is in a difficult opponent because play an aggressive football, take the ball, and so I am curious to see how Mourinho will prepare the match with the tactic. At the same time, if you see the two team, Roma has a great forwards, no, Dybala and Lukaku, but also many solutions for scoring. Fiorentina play well, create occasion, but has difficult for scoring, and so probably the match will be decide for the quality of forwards, the capacity for scoring.
Okay.
At the end, for me, Roma is favored.
Yes. Okay. I really hope for Roma's victory.
I know that you are happy.
Yes. Yeah. Also because they are very near in the table, so it's very important for Roma to score and win this match. So of course, from my side, Forza Roma. Anyway, so these are the top matches that I wanted to absolutely focus on. Maybe we could speak about the next matches in another time, but for today, I know that you're a busy man and you have a fantastic birthday to celebrate, and I can imagine that only in these minutes your phone is already going to be full of messages, telling you happy birthday and from everywhere. Okay, thank you so much, Massimo, as always. Thank you for joining us today, even on your birthday. Have a lovely day, and again, from my side, and also I imagine also our spectators, I wish you a fantastic birthday ahead. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and listening up to now. I really look forward to all the matches of round 15, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week ahead. Bye.